Y damos paso ahora a... Viene ahora Ellen Van Der Molen. Ellen, she comes from Holland, and she's a Dutch mandala artist and creation inspirator. Over these years, she says, I have evolved in my capacity to put on paper in a two-dimensional way the moving and three-dimensional visions I was seeing. Many years I have pilgrimage to sacred sites where we have, as humans, an energetic communication with the energies of that spot. After each trip, I noticed that the energetic codes or light language in my images shifted. They are received through the third eye and come mostly from non-verbal realms, so I get no verbal information about the content. I realize that there are many soul groups on the planet who help anchor and ground the new energies coming in through the frequencies of art and music sound. I could not have expressed this better. Thank you, Ellen. And we will introduce first her work before I call her in. We will play a very small video before she comes in with these mandalas. Please look at them as transmissions because this is what they are. And we are going now to play that video, Samesh of Well Code. Thank you. Ellen, are you with us? There you are. I hear you now.
I'm here.
Do you have video or you want just to?
No, I have video.
Oh, where you are.
I couldn't find myself, so I was wondering.
The
But we can
final-
do the drawings, do the work, but it's a little frustrating maybe for people not to see who's talking.
So
Well,
could we?
oh, there you are. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, finally. There you are, Ellen.
Okay. Hi, Anna. I'm Rita. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here with us. Yeah, I felt that that video maybe had been with music, but we played it. Maybe it's perfect to play like that.
Yes, it's easier if you just look at the images. Yes.
Beautiful. I would love to hear more if you can about a little bit. If you want to say anything else about yourself, we would love to hear about your work with these mandalas and how do they work? How have you experienced they work, or what have other people tell you about this?
Okay.
Would be wonderful.
Yeah, to me, it's there's no knowledge about where they come from. But what I understand is that if you look at creation, that creation started in a geometry. The cosmos is not chaotic; it has a certain mathematics to it. And people say that the creation came first from geometry, then you got sacred sound, then you got words, and then it became a manifestation on earth. And somehow I was trained, I don't know how, to receive images from a space where there are no words. So I don't get transmissions with them, I don't get any messages with them. It's just like a video that starts and I start picking up colors, movements, and I start to draw. And a lot of people, because it doesn't have words, there are people who can translate all those layers, different from others, but people look at it differently. And some people can actually, because it's a two-dimensional reflection of a three-dimensional sphere, so to speak, so some people can go in there and actually walk in it. So it's like another world. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
I know it's not because it happens to me so many times. I was exactly today explaining this to one of my friends and how images for me are dimensional.
Yes.
And I would not even say three-dimensional because sometimes there are three, but sometimes it's more because there's layers and layers of content there. So I would not call that only three-dimension. They start opening in many ways where I actually journey within the painting.
Yes.
And I receive information, incredible information. One of the purposes also to start connecting to all of you and start placing in this place, in this portal of music and art, all these images, is for people to start opening to this ability to really look, right, and journey with some of these images, and of course with the music that we're bringing.
Yeah. And I believe they don't come through the eyes, they really come through also the third eye. And what I understand is that the words that we speak have become quite polluted. We have different opinions about what the significance is, and that the information you get through the third eye is so much more. So I almost feel it is sacred not to translate it, because everybody will have their unique impression from it. And what I understand, and that's just from picking up together all information from everywhere, that it's meant to activate your own archives, because we all come here with very unique archives. And some mandalas, they activate certain archives that have to do with either sacred feminine, or it have to do with the earth, or have to do with connection to other levels or planets. And they work differently. So in the past, we would work in group with like activating young people, because they would have, like the young people in the 30s, they would have a lot of information in their system, in their DNA, which was still dormant. And by presenting them with sound and images, we would try to activate their kind of dormant information about new systems, new energies, and it really is. It has been a beautiful journey. Yeah.
Thank you. Can we look at this image of? I want to, if it's possible, to look at the collage that she did.
Yes.
So we give it a few more seconds to that, and we can feel this that you're saying. And I will invite everyone to open to what Ellen just explained, to let these images speak beyond the image, to just concentrate on them, and at the same time on the inner space, and observe what it starts happening, what it starts opening. How do they affect you? And don't try to go there with the conscious mind. Just receive them empty. Not try to figure out what this means. Just let it come in very clean. Observe it, observing outside at the same time that you're observing within. Am I saying a good invitation here? Am I making a good invitation, Ellen?
Yes, of course. Yes. It's like, yeah.
What happened to me, Ellen, is that many times when I look at your paintings and other artists that are bringing these paintings in, it almost like I begin to remember something. And even if it doesn't come to the conscious mind, I can feel the information going in. And of course, some of them may speak at this moment more than others. And then I just go and concentrate on that and just allow the visual to come in. Like if it were a meditation, like if you were concentrating only on one point, you just concentrate on that painting that you choose.
It's also used in healing circles. People have them all around. There are 13. And what I hear from the healer, because I'm not a healer, I draw, and is that everybody chooses one to kind of focus on, and usually they all choose another one. It's like a divine. It's very interesting to see how that works. Some are soul mandalas. So there are moments that people allow me to read the geometry as I understand it from their soul. And that is a matter of like a radio who sends out a signal and I'm able to receive it. And sometimes people ask me to make one for a person, but if they don't want to send me an image, there's nothing. So it's a sacred duty to do this. And some of these are soul mandalas. But they have a layer on it that has a more global significance. So I usually would feel that when I was drawing it, it had another energy. It had more like power. So it's absolutely bliss to do this.
Incredible. I love them. Somesh, maybe we are going to go to the other ones. There's like 5 or 6 images. If you could play, put them, because now you have an invitation, huh?
Yes. because I could tell for hours stories about what happened and other things. And what I would like to suggest, and I have to thank my daughter for this. I think she's watching. She said, "Why don't you present 5 of your mandalas and ask people to choose one, so they can then I can tell the story that goes with that one, because I don't have enough time for all the stories, and probably you won't have if I would all night." But so I don't know if you numbered them, but there are 5 of them. So then maybe you can count the votes, and then we can see which one I'll tell a story about.
Beautiful, wonderful. So anyone
This one is I need to be a little smaller, I guess. It's a little big.
Yes.
Can you move, because this is where you won't have it complete. Yeah.
So much. Let's see.
Might be a little big.
I think he's getting to it. He's trying to do it in the best way.
I'm thinking if I can send them. Yep.
That's the first one. Okay, this is the second one.
Okay, somebody says too quick.
So let's call the first one the butterfly. And then we can call this one, because I see that these are not the ones that are numbered. We can call this the Beatles. I don't know, I'm seeing Beatles.
Number 2.
That's all right. And then we can go to the next one.
I'm gonna have to do that again, guys. Sorry, because the video didn't quite work because it did some weird things on it. So we're just gonna have to run through them again. Sorry.
All right, we do that. Sometimes things don't work like the way we want them. There we go.
Oh, that's me.
That's Ellen. You want me to try to do it, Samesh? On my computer. Okay, can you show them again, Samesh? That one would be 1. That is a different one. And this is another one. And that is one more. And I believe this one has a story connected to another one.
So that was number 5, yeah.
Beautiful. So do we have anyone wants to pick one from the audience here with us, or from the audience? They're saying number 4, number 1, butterfly 5. I like number 1. Everybody, we have 2 number 1s, 3 number 1s, and 2 number 4s, and 5 number 1s. Number 1 is winning. So either 1 or 4. These are the 2 winners. So you choose, Ellen. Which one would you say?
I would love to do number 1.
Beautiful. It's the winner here too. Is 6 times and 4 times 4.
Because that's one of my favorites. My own favorites. I'm always like surprised it comes out. But this one is feminine rainbow power.
This one. We make it bigger so much. Yes. Beautiful.
And this is the one that I've been working on this one very long, because what happens is you get a video, like it's like in your head, and if you start drawing immediately, the layers become too thick. So you have to make it into very transparent vision. At one point, it kind of blends into something you can put on paper. And this is so much connected to Mother Earth. And I don't get images, no information what it is about, but people write about it. And I think somebody wrote about it. This is about the Blessed Mother releasing threads of peace and balance. But again, if you put words to it, you already take away from the complexity of the information in it. And I don't know. I just know that it's my sacred bliss to just translate it. So I believe this is a very important one for now, because they say that the star, the red star and the blue star are very much creating balance. But again, it's for everybody to come to a, or not, to say, well, it resonates or it doesn't resonate. But it's, yeah. Each time I see it, I
want to interpret, right? It's like what it resonates in us. Maybe that's the word you were looking for, or interpret?
Interpret, yes. Yes, I don't, if everybody's free to have interpretation, I think the work is mostly inside. It will work energetically on your DNA, I believe. So that will really, and I once made one for a young man and I had to struggle with making it, because it was very different from other images. They were all like in little segments, and I didn't trust it at first. I thought, I'm receiving this wrong. And in the end, I found out he was mentally disabled. And I didn't know that when I was drawing it. And he was not able to speak very well, but it was a gift for him. And when he received it, he just sat for 20 minutes watching it. And it was just, it's so beautiful, because there are groups of mandalas. Some are made for helping people transit, like the butterflies made for one of my best friends when she was transitioning. And the last one was also for her, but many years earlier. And you can see the color schemes are the same, because it's a soul mandala. So I could talk for ages about it, but that's not the idea. Yeah. But thank you so much for inspiring all these people. Really beautiful.
Thank you, Ellen. Thank you also for your sharings, and you can all look at the beautiful mandalas in that we have on the portal, and you may also have your own website or page where people.
I only have a Flickr page, which I could provide the link of, and there they are, a couple of 200-300. Yeah.
Wow. Well, yes, we would love that. What is the?
It's a very complicated one. I can't just say, but I can type it in. And
yes, please.
Then you can share. Yeah,
that would be wonderful. Okay. Yes. Thank
you,
Ellen. That was Ellen Van Der Molen
from Holland, not Denmark.
Holland, not Denmark, Holland. Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. Love to have you here. And we have now our next guest. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble opening. Can someone from the team help me?
Do you want me to play the video?
Who is the next guest?
Petronella.
Nice, Petronella. Thank you. I cannot open this. It froze. So we have, yes, Petronella. From Petronella, what I can say is that, well, she feels she might be with COVID at the moment. So she's really resting. She is very sorry she couldn't come. So she's really recovering at the moment and sends her love. She would love to be here. So maybe next time. But we have a very small video from her, just so you meet her. It's 3 minutes. And then we'll pass to introduce someone else in her place as we have that space open. Yes, please play the video. Petronella comes from Sweden.
One of the reasons why well, here I am looking to my dream come true from the distance. It looks pretty awesome. One of the reasons why I wanted to do this mural here is because Ottawa needs colors. So Ottawa is full of gray walls, and this really adds to the landscape here, and that makes me very happy. I didn't paint this on my own. I got almost 60 volunteers working in many ways and painting with me through the process. This was a community creation, but the most important part of it is to have up this message, which is a message sent directly from ancestral wisdom in relation to how important it is for us to connect with Mother Nature again, with the teachings from 10 elders from the 3 indigenous families in Canada, plus 7 more countries from around the world. They all live here in Ottawa. We receive lots of information from the universe. They were talking about how their cultures, their ancestors, and their beliefs are connected to nature, and how important it is nature for all of us and for civilization. This is a mural that is telling that story permanently here in Billings Bridge, facing south, which is a part of the city that needs more and more colors. And it's speaking to us permanently. Hopefully it touches many minds and many consciousness. If you want to listen to the elders, in my website, claudiasalguero.com, there's the recordings of the roundtables where they were sharing their teachings. They are there. There's going to be a plaque with all the explanation too. But listening to their teachings is really key to understand the whole message. This mural was possible with the grants from the Arts Council, the City of Ottawa, and the Ottawa Community Foundation, from donors and community partners. I also have a GoFundMe campaign. We're not there yet with the goals that we need, the financial numbers that we need to complete the project, but it's still here, and I'm very, very happy and very thankful.
Okay, everyone, that was not. Hello, Sumesh.
Was that not Petronella? Sorry.
That's Claudia Salguero. Yes.
Okay, I think I've got Petronella's video here.
But
Sorry.
let me say just a second.
Yeah.
Claudia, we just saw the video from Claudia Salguero. It's a very beautiful project. She's really she started this in Ottawa, in Canada, and she just decided to paint a mural for Mother Nature in a big building there. And now she's starting an invitation for more artists, anyone who feels inspired, to start one in every city. So this is, wow, a big vision. And I recently met her, like maybe 10 days ago, and she really asked if we could spread her message. I felt our visions are really the same, are united, as her vision is to create unity around the world, and also to rise or inspire love for Mother Earth, Mother Nature. So that was Claudia Salguero, and maybe now we can play. There's another video from her. You can play that too, and then we can go to Petronella then.
Yeah, should we play the other one from?
Yes, that's how they build it, because these videos is how they build it. The process it took months. She was really painting these gigantic plaques, and some people helped her, but she stayed many days and hours painting these gigantic plaques, and then many people helped put that together. And what she said is that many people living in the building start having incredible transformations. They even came back from walks, like maybe walking the dog or going around, like what you do in your building, in your home, going to the store, coming back, and sometimes looking at the painting, things started happening in them, and they start feeling one with nature at times, or having feelings or understanding things that they had never understood before. So that's part of the magic that happened with that mural. We can play the other video and we can see her.
Okay.
And then we can go to Petronella. All right, thank you, Claudia. That's a beautiful vision and invitation. And we place this call for you from the Voice of Gaia to all the artists, or if some artists feel moved by this and inspired to start this in their own city, they can connect with you. And maybe we can see now our Petronella from Sweden. That was Claudia, a Colombian living in Ottawa in Canada.
Shoya
That's Petronella Sjöö. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And they say something very beautiful about Petronella and friends of her, that sometimes you can see her in winter in the middle of Sweden playing her crystal bowls on top of the ice and bringing in the voice of the ice through her singing and through her bowls. She loves to go out and connect, and I would have loved for you to see her, because you can feel Mama Nature in her, so vibrant. We hope you get better, Petronella, and we hope we see you soon. How are we doing with time, Samesh?
Time is eternal.
We know that. Do we have?
Yeah.
We can go to the next.
Okay, let's go to the next one.
I'm not sure if we are on time.
So we're at Sanna.
Yes.
Sanna, and she's live.
Beautiful.
So let's see if we can find her. Is Sanna in the house? Ah, she is. Okay, there she is. Let's see. Hello, Sanna. There she is.
Hello, Sanna.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm so happy to introduce Sanna. She's a beautiful being, amazing friend too. Everybody's friends and family here, and I really love her. She's a close friend, and she's a sister, a Selkie sister, I like to call her. A Selkie friend. She brings this amazing resonance through her voice from the north. I can really feel Mother Nature, the northern part of Mother Nature, coming so crystal clear through her voice. And for me, it's the forest singing through her. Please just welcome, if you want to say anything, we can, and if not, we would also love to hear you sing.
Oh, thank you so much, Amrita. I really love you. You are my sister, hermana, and I feel so honored to be here with all of this amazing family of musicians and artists. And I feel very honored to share my voice for Mother Earth. I guess I will sing a little song for you, and maybe we will talk a little bit more with Amrita later. And I hope you can hear me, because the technological part is always a surprise, but let's see. Hi. A little off notes are always good.
I love it. No notes.
Yeah.
Only heart frequency in your voice.
Yeah, I try to see you now. Here. Yes.
That was so beautiful, Sanna.
Thank you.
This is Sanna from Finland. And when I first heard you sing, I started weeping. You touched something so amazing inside. I believe we hold something incredible in our voices, and according to where we are born, we are also singing that part, that land of the earth through us. So we are a channel of that. And I was hearing Finland through you for the first time, and it's so beautiful to just touch every land through every tree person, like Xiuh was saying. Thank you for that song. What was it about? You want to share a little bit?
Yeah, it's actually a song. It came to me after a meditation when I went back to my birth here on this earth, and in that meditation I experienced this huge amount of grief and the need to bring healing some way to that grief. And it wasn't until later on in life, through my connection with Mother Earth, with nature's elements, that I understood that if I let myself and my heart hear Mother Gaia's song and then share it through my voice, that's how I can give back some healing. So I feel so deeply honored to be here, and for you, Amrita, to hold this beautiful space for all of us.
Thank you. Yeah, we are all co-creating this. I would love for us to feel inspired, to bring more ideas, to keep this space growing. I am just an instrument here. I always say I've been an instrument from Gaia to do this. I heard this invitation, I don't know, in 2012. It's been some years of holding this vision, calling many artists. At the beginning, no one was really, they didn't understand what was this, and And little by little, more and more people have been in resonance. And now it's even huge resonance in people's hearts. I can feel it. So I felt maybe this is the time. And people showed. So it's the only way we can do this if we all co-create. Thank you for coming. I love your voice. It's amazing.
I love you.
Thank you. Thank you. So
Thank you.
we are going now to our
Xiuh. Xiuh. I don't know how to say it. Sorry.
Xiuh.
Xiuh. That's it.
Thank you, because I lost the connection to my schedule. I'm trying to open it. Xiuh from Ireland. Well, she's not coming from Ireland, but she's living in Ireland now. Xiuh Janali, are you here?
She is. She just needs to unmute and start her video.
There's so many people I cannot find.
She is triple starred, so she should be there. And then there's another one. So there's two. Let's see.
Oh, there's Xiuh Janali, and there's
Leticia Xiuh.
Leticia Xiuh. So which one is?
I have no idea.
Let's see, because I'm trying to open schedule. Oh, finally.
We are running a bit early, Amrita, so maybe Xiuh is expecting a little bit later. Yeah, she's only ready to come at 8:30, so we're half an hour early. So maybe we should do something else. We are actually running quite on time, surprisingly.
I thought we were running late, they were telling me. So, okay, beautiful that you say this. Let's check this. Let me look at the schedule. Xiuh 30, yes. So that would be wonderful. This would be a good moment, maybe, if any one of you want to bring a song or anyone wants to join in, it would be wonderful. If not, we can also bring a beautiful sister from that just wrote, Sudha. She's in the project now, but she was not supposed to be here, but she saw us and she said she just released an album and she released a song today from Mother Earth, and she would love us to play it. So we could also go and play this, Somesh.
Yeah, let's play that. That's a good idea. Okay. Can I go?
Yes.
Okay.
I am the mother. That's the song.
Amrita? Amrita, you there?
Hello, I'm here.
You're back, okay.
I'm speaking with some of the artists. In fact, I think we're running a little late, so we got a little confused maybe with the times.
Are we late or early?
We are late. We are 30 minutes late, they're telling me.
Oh, you know what? Because you're
Yes, we are 1
Spain
hour.
time, and I'm looking at the UK time.
Exactly, that's why.
Oh, that's what's happened. Okay.
Yes, so I'm telling everyone to please stay, and we're just if they are watching, so you know that you are 30 minutes after. Sorry for this, and it's the first time we are doing this. We are really all volunteers, and we are learning. We are really learning, but we're having fun. I'm enjoying. I hope you're enjoying too. And we have
Is Xiuh available?
Xiuh. Yes.
She is.
Janelle is here from Xiuh, and it's
There she is.
there they are.
Yeah, there they are.
Janelle.
Hello, everyone.
And what's your name? I don't know. It's the first time I see him. So it's her partner.
Yes, Oscar.
Oscar, hola Oscar, encantada, un placer.
Gracias.
Un placer teneros aquí. Bueno, Janely es preciosa, ya la vais a ver. Lo que sale de esa voz es pura sanación y es pura madre, como digo yo, pura Pachamama. También está conectada, como veis, trae para mí la parte de estos angelitos que están bajando, trayendo algo súper divino. Es unos códigos súper, muy, ¿cómo se dice? Más conectados con lo etérico. A mí me conectas con todo lo que es lo angelical a través de tu voz. Ella viene de México, si no me confundo, y ahora está viviendo en Irlanda. ¿Estáis viviendo? ¿Os habéis mudado? Esto es increíble cómo está pasando, ¿no? Que vemos hermanitos de muchas tierras en otras tierras y sembrando, ¿no? Yo creo, todo lo de nuestros linajes en otros lugares. Es como que hay una reconexión en la red de la tierra, ¿no? Y estamos intercambiando de una manera preciosísima, ¿no? Si nos viéramos como células o como neuronas de esta madre, ¿no? Cómo vamos cambiando, intercambiando, absorbemos de esas tierras y damos. Okay, so I leave you with them and their music. Thank you for being here.
Gracias, Amrita, por hacer esto así posible. Gracias a Voice of Gaia por hacer una sola voz, un solo canto, un solo corazón, un solo rezo, todos unidos en esa hermosa vibración, en ese hermoso latido. Gracias, Madrecita Tierra. Tonantzintli Cuatlico, Etlazocamati, Tlazocamachililia, Pampanoche, Tlazocamachililia, Pampanoyolistli, Pampanoyolotzi. Infinitamente agradecida.
We are Xiuh. We are very, very happy to be invited to this event. We're going to share some of the music of our hearts, the music that is part of our culture, all new, created from the heart, from Janely's heart, and also from what she envisions, from what she hears from angels, from elementals, and it's medicine. We hope you feel the healing and the medicine that we want to share. And yeah, thank you very much for listening.
Thank you. Gracias. Gracias, hermanitos. Belleza. Hermoso, es un placer tenerlos aquí.
Estamos bien agradecidos realmente de compartir con ustedes, de sentir así sus corazones, vibrando así con nuestro corazón, con nuestro espíritu, ser un solo ser, un solo latido, así encontrarnos en ese reflejo tan hermoso que somos todos y mirarnos a los ojos y mirar nuestro corazón.
We are very thankful for this moment, for making this beautiful mandala of life. We are thankful for connecting with all these beautiful hearts, all these beautiful beings. It's really an honor to be part of this circle and to be blessed with so much light and so much love that everyone is putting here to Mother Earth. Everyone is offering a lot of the love in their hearts as us. So thank you very much for the invitation, and thank you very much, everyone.
Gracias, hermanita. Mirarnos a los ojos, a ver cuándo podemos hacerlo en vivo. En presencia, físicamente, una delante de la otra. ¡Wow! Os abrazo. Gracias a los dos. Bellísimo. Gracias por entregar esta semillita en esta oración a Pachamama en este cumpleaños otoñal de la Madre. Gracias, gracias, gracias. Muy bien. Y ahora vamos a pasar a Eva Ariela. Eva Ariela, ¿estás aquí? Eva Ariela, hermanita de Israel. It's a beautiful sister from Israel, though she's now with us in Sweden. In fact, she's in the next house. So she's been spending a few days with us. Eva, are you here?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I cannot see you yet, but I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, under Eva Ariela, you find me?
Yes.
Hello, hello. Great.
Oh, beautiful.
Now, thank you so much for this amazing, amazing work that you do, Amrita, and your vision, and may it spread all over the world, and may we see bountiful of vibrations of this Mother Earth, you know, the calling that you're seeing. Thank you.
Thank you, Eva. Eva does some amazing work too. She holds many spaces on Zoom too. I've seen her in a lot of the amazing work she's doing for peace work. And I would love for her to introduce herself and the beautiful art she's going to bring. Thank you, dear sister.
Great. So I'm born in Sweden, and my name is Eva Ariela. I'm an author and I'm an artist. And I have been very, very busy trying to save the world and doing a lot of peace work and also my own healing work. And I've studied a few systems that I will share with you, and also my art education that happened in Berkeley. And just to give you a little background, I live also part-time here in Israel, and I'm bringing forth these tulip healing work that I do both in Israel, and I did in America, and sometimes in Sweden. And the whole point of working with the tulip healing is to bring a tender, delicate kind of consciousness to our world. So I studied at CIS in San Francisco, and that was psychology and drama therapy. And then I did reinvention of work, master programs also in the Bay Area. And I kept wanting to do something that's not in the regular educational paths or the regular, professions that we have usually laid out in universities. And so when I studied these two systems, I wanted to understand exactly what it is that I'm doing with my visions. So I did a guided meditation session with somebody, and I said, I really want to know what is my calling in a focused way. So we did a guided visualization, and I found myself being in the forest, and I was guided to be in the inner child archetypal way. And I was running around, and suddenly I found these beautiful tulip fields. And I was enchanted, and I ran into the tulip fields, and I started picking them up quickly. And then I ran quickly to find people. And I put tulips in their hearts, one by one. And I was overjoyed. I was really, really happy. So I came out of this session and I said, wow, that's great, but what kind of profession is this? So then I started doing my work with the groups, and at the Tulip Temple in California, we started doing events and workshops. So I did finally write this book. It's called Tulip Love. It's 300 pages, and it has to do a lot about botany and history. The Tulipomania period has to do also with the healing system for communities and individuals. So I'm going to share with you some of the art, and I had to depict them because the theory and the healing system is a bit esoteric. It's touching also on Kabbalah. So I'll read you a quote afterwards too about a poem that I wrote, and the quote that I want to share before is that the earth laughs in flowers. So we really have the celebration of flowers, that Mother Earth is really so delighted in her abundant gifts, not just with the fruits and vegetables, but the flowers and the bees and all this. These are like extra luxury, excitement and joy that we have, that we've been given from Mother Earth. And so the Voice of Gaia is such a beautiful venue to bring forth what's important in life.
We lost your sound for a minute, Ellen. I think you're back. Try it again.
It's Eva.
Yeah, that's better. Okay.
Can I put the share screen to show the art pieces?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll say, so it says host disabled participant screen sharing. I thought I could share.
You should be co-host, so you should be able to, or you were co-host. Hang on a sec. Let's do that again. 1 sec.
Could you do it through Tulip Love instead? Maybe that's
Oh,
better.
okay, yeah. Okay. I'll
Thank
make that.
you.
There you go.
Thank you so much. It's a bit confusing. I appreciate it. Okay, great. So now I'm going to show you a PowerPoint. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Totally fine.
Thank you. All right, so so these are the tulips are kind of a unique flower because it holds the shape of a grail and a vehicle, a vessel that we can sort of imagine ourselves holding as we're meditating. And it's very delicate and also very, very regal flower. It's one of the few flowers that's standing so straight forward and upward. So I've used it as an archetype for how we can become more our own queens and kings, the more regal selves in us. And these are tulips that were at the tulip temple that we grew there. And more and more things I will share as we see the pictures. So there's the concept of my cup runneth over too that we have. So a tulip can hold a lot of space in it. So we can learn how to also have an abundance in our lives when we fill our cups and allow ourselves to receive abundance from above. The next picture is an invitation to this otherworldly tulip kingdom. It's kind of a gateway within a gateway, and within the blooming process, as we allow for fertility, we allow for birthing, things can come forth, and we just need to allow ourselves to enter into that gateway within ourselves. And I feel like the tulips are so hollow in their holding of this precious divine space that we can create what we want in it. And so we use these aspects in the meditation, and I'm drawing them also to show what I'm intending to share with people. This one is called the tulip shin. It's also a grail, and it's letters in Hebrew. It's shin and aleph, and which is esh. Esh is fire in Hebrew. And usually you need to have the word ish and isha for a couple to create an abundant relationship. So usually it's written with aleph, yud, and shin, and the yud is here. So you have actually 3 letters. And for a couple to have a divine relationship, it really has to have a yud, which is the meaning of divine consciousness and God. So that's kind of a little Kabbalah there. I'm doing it very fast because I can't show too much in 15 minutes. But what I'm trying to express is that tulip can hold anything that we like in it. We can create worlds in it. The next one is another having faith in God's creation. So I'm doing my own faith that I have in Judaism, and I'm feeling the harmony of the Star of David. And Aleph is the letter, the first letter in the alphabet, Aleph, which is connecting also to the divine source. So in God's name I flame. It's another print I have. Also within the tulip healing, I'm doing a lot of Tree of Life meditations, and so I can't go into the whole archetypal system now, but we're using a lot of the regal self and the inner child, and how do we connect to a higher source. So here is an embodiment of the Tree of Life. If we are meditating, if we're sitting here on a chair or a throne, we can connect to the higher forces of our own soul and the spheres of the Tree of Life embedded above our being. And so, and when we connect into our real regal self, we also connect it to our crown chakra, which is in the top of the image here, and also in the Tree of Life, that's called Keter, which is also the crown chakra. A lot of our meditations is about working with the space above our head also, combining that that space above our head, like if we have a tulip on our head, we can receive the love and light from above. And here is the cup runneth over, as I was talking about before, the Holy Grail. Also a lot of, in history, we find the knights were running for the Holy Grail, and they wanted to find this mysterious satisfaction. And it's something very mystical about the tulip. Holds also this place of filling ourself, filling our cup, filling our vehicle, our vessel, to fill our souls as we in these physical bodies. Here's a bit of a whimsical expression of how do we become fully in our heart, also with the tulip love, because tulips are a little bit shaped like hearts as well. And here is a few more images of the journey of blossoming. Okay, so these are all paintings, and they have been exhibited in different places, and it's a triptych. So here is the seed of consciousness. If we plant, for example, this little seed inside a tulip volume, it can grow into what we want to manifest. Also, when we plant tulip bulbs, there's a way we can do it. There's a lot of things one can learn from it. So if this is the sort of the seed of our manifestation, it can become a growing embryo. It can become a fertile expression of our dreams. So I'm embracing it here in an embryonic form, and a sacred egg holding the space for that. And then as we grow with the work, with our manifestation of the dream, we become also bigger, like a child in a tulip. And the child here is holding a tulip that is sort of radiating her wishes and dreams to the universe. And then when they grow older, this the next step is also the bridge between the inner child to the archetypal tulip. So I'm depicting it here in another oil paintings. I'm not showing you the whole process because of time constraint, but when we manifest a heart consciousness and we are meditating to our higher self through this tulip healing, we can really own our space as human beings in this fifth dimension. I mean, in this third dimension, on a fifth dimensional level, on a more higher consciousness. And so I'm depicting a regal presence with a heart consciousness. And here's the queen. It's a tulip queen that is manifesting her crown chakra and holding her heart consciousness in a tulip shape. And while we are connecting to ourselves, we can sit on a throne. We can sit and embody our queendom, our kingdom. And so is also for a king, of course. There's a lot of quotes about sitting on a throne and being connected to yourself. I have that in my book, and it's really, really a beautiful moment when I work with people, is to see when they find in their self, their own self coming home. But there's a lot of stages before that, because we have to raise up to the occasion to own our own kingdom and queendom. Some people are naturally there, God willing. And then when we are more actualizing our life, we can become the magician of our own life, manifesting what is on our heart's deepest desires. And so here's a playful manifestation of a magician's world. And he has a community of conscious being with him, and he has the sun and the moon and spiraling creativity and his higher self. And there's more also to show you, but I'm completing now here. And I'm going to read you a poem that I wrote, and sort of sharing with you the magic of the tulips. To us, tulips may appear silent in their glory, yet inside their secret kingdom, volumes of tender love are spoken. We who rush, we who easily scorn, we who often like to dismiss, could use to slow down, to silence our minds' incessant chatter, and miraculously hear the divine whispering that tulips know how to do so well. When we finally hear the exquisite calling of otherworldly love, we gently melt inside and slowly expand into a big calming sigh. Did you hear that tender touch of these two lips? And that the play on two lips and two lips. So that was my presentation of my little tulip love book and my art. And I want to also share my other art style, and it's called the Fifth Dimension. I was in Berkeley, and I wanted to develop my creativity, and I found this man called Ross Drago, and he had energy art school. And he said, just take a canvas and sit in front of it. So I sat in front of it for many hours and said, don't do anything, just work with the gesture in the background, just look at it. And out of me came this fifth dimension, and I've been painting it for quite a long time. And it's a whole other aspect now to go into, but I'm going to show you a video of a few minutes to share how I'm using this oil painting as a medium for people to move inside the landscape of the fifth dimension. So I'm inviting people to come in white clothes and to move, and there's music too. So it's like being inside the canvas and painting it or dancing in it. If you want, I can send you the websites so you can look at the actual paintings. And I put it in the chat. And if you have any questions, well, go ahead with that, Amrita. Or should I show the artwork or?
It's wonderful. You can play if you want to the video. Do you have the video or?
Yeah. Okay, I'll do share screen again, and I'll find it. And then let's see. Here it is.
Beautiful, Eva. Thank you. It's gonna take a revolution of the heart.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so happy to have you here and sharing this birthday, Mama, Mother.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you
Birthday
for
mama.
coming. And, I would love to ask you many more questions, but we're running a little late, so we'll leave it for next time. I hope you can join us. Thank you, Eva. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And we are going now to who is next now?
So you got Eirini.
It's
Eirini?
Eirini
Yeah.
Delaki she lives in Spain, but she comes from Greece, and we can play this video, please, for introduction, then she will be with us. Hola, Eirini, ¿estás con nosotros?
¿Me podéis oír? Sí, estoy aquí.
Hola, hola hermosa.
Hola, hello everybody.
Primero, disculpas a todos, pero vamos muy tarde, vamos tardísimo. Y hemos tenido una confusión en el equipo técnico. We have very sorry for everyone, because we're running late. We had a misunderstanding with the time, and from England and here, and I was really going slow because I thought somehow they were telling me we were going early. And then all of a sudden it's the opposite. We are running super late. So thank you for being here, even if it's a little later than you expected. And
thank you for inviting me and for this beautiful initiative. Thank you. Thanks to all the co-travelers in this beautiful journey. I have enjoyed all the offerings, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy the next offerings too. So
thank you, Eirini. It's like, for me, she's an amazing, she's a modern priestess. She's a priestess reborn. And she comes here to really bring all that feminine power and give it a voice again. It's an honor for me to have her here. And I'm sure you're going to enjoy her as much as I do every time I speak with her. So thank you, Eirini.
Thank you, Amrita. And thanks to everybody and to the invisible powers who get us together. So I would like to share a little bit about the inspiration I've got from Mother Earth. I originally come from the island of Crete at the south of Greece, which is a very strong place, energetically very strong place. And since a very young age, I have created a very strong connection with water, with the sea, the rivers, etc. No? So for me, nature has been a very big teacher, very big teacher. Not only the cycles of nature, but also the contact with animals. It teaches us so much. And I'm going to bring here an example, which is something that humans have lost with time. And it's not very usual in our culture right now. For example, animals, when they approach each other, they first give some time to smell each other, to feel into each other, and to feel into the territory they're in. And we tend to jump into relationships without feeling into each other. So this, for me, means that we have lost connection with our heart. There's a lot of hurry in everything. Everything has to be fast and efficient. However, if we go back to communicate with Mother Earth, then we learn so many things, and subtle things as well, like this example I have shared. Also, the change of seasons as well, the change of seasons as well as the loss of beloved beings teaches us a lot about the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. And although it seems very simple, in our culture, we continue to demonize death. So this means that we are not very open in accepting our own shadow too, the parts of ourselves that we don't like very much. So we live in polarity. When we manage to fuse our polarities, then they continue to exist, but they become a paradox. And they are integrated with the sense of humor and acceptance. So, first of all, I would like to, this is something to share, that this is something that Mother Nature teaches us, Mother Earth teaches us. I mean, there's beauty and ugliness at the same time. There's benevolence and violence at the same time. Right now, for example, there is the volcano of Las Palmas, no? In Canary Islands that is erupting. This is violent, but this is part of nature as well. And if we learn to accept all that is, doing the best we can, then we can also accept all that is inside us. So there's a reflection here. Nature is playful and fierce at the same time. So bringing attention to the aspect of death, I would like to share with you a poem by William Carlos Williams, okay, which is called A Landscape with the Fall of Icarus. It uses a myth from my land, from Greece, the myth of Icarus. Him and his father Daedalus were captured in Crete by the king Minos. And Daedalus, the father, who was a great architect, managed to build wings that liberated them from Crete. But Icarus started flying really high because he loved so much this freedom he was experiencing, in such a way that his wings started to melt. Okay, so he fell and he drowned. So starting from this myth, I've connected, there is a painting by Bruegel, who is a painter, a Renaissance painter from Belgium, and this poem by William Carlos Williams, that was inspired by that painting. So this is also a way for me to show how everything is connected. We have the myth, we have the painter who paints the myth, and then we have the poet who writes about the death using that myth. And then we have myself who is inspired by all this and the connection that is created by all this. So if I can share the screen, I will show you first the painting. Yes, I can. Thank you so much. I can show you first the painting by Bruegel. This is the painting. Here on the right, hope you can see the whole painting. Here on the right, you can see just two legs outside of the water, and they're the legs of Icarus, okay? So here death is depicted in such a simple way as Da Vinci says, simplicity is the ultimate form of sophistication. So here death is so integrated in the landscape. It's so natural. It's demonized. So William Carlos Williams has taken inspiration from this painting. The man is drowning and everything goes slowly, following its natural rhythm, because nature is rhythm also. No? So the poem is this. According to Bruegel, when Icarus fell, it was spring. A farmer was plowing his field. The whole pageantry of the year was awake, tingling near the edge of the sea, concerned with itself, sweating in the sun that melted the wings' wax. Insignificantly off the coast, there was a splash quite unnoticed. This was Icarus drowning. So this is a poem for me that is activating. It shows us how simple this step is, the step of the death. And it's not that dramatic as we want to feel or as we think it is. So coming from a land that has very deep history, I have also been influenced by the Minoan civilization and civilizations that have come before that, where this polarity did not exist according to several researchers. And as I have also felt it meditating on all these civilizations. This means that there was not only polarity inside, but also there was not either that polarity that existed, that exists right now. There were not different planes. The divine, the earthly, and the earthly plane was one. The god, goddess were manifested, and it was part of everyday life. The divine and the human were one. So I'm going to show you another photo here, which is the, let me see how I do it. Yes, which is the snake goddess. It comes from my culture. So here it is. Here's the snake goddess. Okay. So there's a lot of controversy around this.
Eirini, sorry, apologies.
hear you.
We can't see the picture.
Okay, just a moment. Let me try again. Can you see it now?
That's better, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So this is the snake goddess coming from Minoan Crete. It's 1600 BC. There is a lot of controversy around this statue. Some say it's a goddess, some say she's a priestess, some say it's a manifestation of Mother Nature itself. Now, here I would like to introduce another offering, which is from a dear sister who passed away recently. Her name is Carol Christ, and she's one of the best, of the most wonderful researchers of the goddess. She was dedicated to feminist ecology, and she has taught in many universities about the goddess and about her studies of prehistoric societies related to the goddess in connection to the earth, to Mother Earth. So there is a beautiful quotation. I would like to honor this sister, especially now, to feel her presence between us. She says, one of the things that I think is really important to think about is that within our culture, we tend to think of God as being on one plane, humanity one step down, and nature, animate nature, and below that, inanimate nature. And in studying the prehistoric societies and the Paleolithic and the Neolithic, I think we are in touch with cultures where they didn't make that separation. So that when we look at something like the Minoan snake goddess, which comes from 1600 BC, some scholars say it's the priestess, some say it's the power of fertility or nature, and some say it's an image of the goddess. And I think that we are really dealing with a culture in which all three of these things could be said about her or it. So now I think we are moving towards times that divine and human are one. That's why there's a lot of death present around us. There's an old age is dying and the new one is being born. So, and these inspiring cultures are here to remind us our ancient future. So, this said, I would like to make another offering, which is the last offering.
Yes, we're running a little late, so
yes, we can stop here.
Remind you, thank you so much. Yes, because it's we're running late, and
yes, no problem.
Would you want us to do? You had planned for us to do something. Do you
yes.
Have
yes. If you have a little bit of time, a couple of minutes,
yes.
I have an offering with my drum. I would like us all to participate, if it's possible, with our microphones switched off. I'm going to share a mantra by Starhawk. The mantra is release, set sail, one thing becomes another, in the mother, in the mother. So I would like us all to dedicate this mantra to our Mother Earth in connection to our Mother Source, where everything comes from and everything goes back there. So I know that some of you have drums, so if you want to join me with drums, you can do it. Let's use one of the techniques that the ancient priestesses used, which is use the drum as an amplifier. So if you bring the drum near your mouth and you start changing the angles, then you will realize as you speak there is an angle that reverberates. So this makes you have a natural microphone, okay, and amplifies the sound and the sensation of the sound. So the mantra is release, set sail, set sail. One thing becomes another in the mother, in the mother. So let's start. Release, set sail, set sail. One thing becomes another in the mother, in the mother. Release, set sail, set sail. One thing becomes another in the mother, in the mother. Release, set sail. One thing becomes another in the mother, in the mother. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks to Mother Earth. And thanks to a lot to this connection. It means a lot to me.
Thank you, Eirini. Thank you so much. That was wonderful. So we would love to then give way to our next guest. And wow, thank you so much. I was really loving to sing. I would have stayed 30 more minutes singing. So I'm sorry we need to do this. So I know for musicians, wow, 15 minutes is nothing. It's just starting to warm up. And we will sure to make this in a different venue where we can maybe go for a whole week, a festival, a real festival where we can come together and everyone has their own at least 45 minutes or 1 hour space. So we're gonna introduce now Miel Belleforêt. And I don't know if she's here now. Miel, are you here?
Hello, yes, I am here.
Oh, hello, beautiful sister. So I understand Miel, she's one of our sisters, holding one of the original peoples, the traditional. Please, I would love for you to introduce yourself and tell where you come from, what is this tradition, how you want to present a little bit of what they told you today. She has been painting in the last days and she wants to show us this painting that has come for the Voice of Gaia. And she can explain what she's been through bringing this painting. We would love to hear from her. Welcome, Miel. And thank you so much. And Somesh, later, you can show now that painting that is called Gaia. And afterwards, you are welcome to show her paintings anytime. Thank you, Miel. Welcome.
Thank you.
Play the video, is that okay?
Sorry, you can show us the painting first, called Gaia, and then later you can play the video after she starts talking.
Okay.
But we let her introduce herself first. Please say something, Miel. Thank you so much for being here.
Hello, thank you to all. I will introduce myself first using the Purépecha dialect that maybe is not really well known. We know the Nahuatl, we know the Maya coming from Mexico, but Purépecha is also an Indian culture that is still alive, and it is coming from Michoacán. So we are going to listen to it a little bit. Thank you for being here. Nari Chuskuska, Perutsame, Hi Arinasinga Miel, Hi Irecasca, Racuaro, Michoacán, México. Hi Piranansingasho, Nana Guarauperi, Amamba Sharan Tawa. Pirikani, Pirikachi, Nana, Echeri, Nana, Itzi, Na, Tata, Tata, Chupiri, Tata, 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 Tariata. Nana, Guarauperi, Wembekwa, Wembekwa. What I have just said is where I am coming from. Hello to everyone. And also, we have introduced the elements that are forming our planet Earth, what we call in Purépecha, Guarauperi, or Gaia, or Pachamama. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for opening your hearts. Well, and now we are going to explain a little bit about the gates for connecting with the earth. Abuelito, my grandfather, used to say as a Purépecha shaman that all of the human beings, we are seeking for knowledge, seeking for who we are, who we truly are, what are we coming from to do, what is our mission to do. And a lot of people were arriving around him asking this, who am I? Please tell me an answer. Tell me, where should I go through? What should I do? Please tell me something to realize and to solve this problem. But Abuelito, grandfather, always say, the answer is inside you. It is within your voice. It is within your heart. It is within your own cells. You just don't have to go all around and try to see. You just have to feel. And all will come and all will reveal by its own self. And all of the people were looking like, what are you talking about? Really, I am having problems about who am I? I am feeling lost. And Abuelito, very calmly and slowly and with a smile on his face, he said, really, it is inside you. The vibration is inside you. You are the energy of the matter. Mother, give you the matter. Father, give you the voice. Mother and father are inside you. They are you. You have their vibration as your song. Your throat is activated to release the wisdom of all of the elders, the wisdom of the water, the wisdom of the fire, of the wind, of the earth, the wisdom of the soul. Your soul is through where you are connecting, you are vibrating, and you are gathering. Afterwards, I was listening as well as a kid, and I always have this question, but how can we release our voices? Because we are just so used to speak Spanish or to speak whichever language that we are born originally. And he said, that call will come. When you feel the connection through your heart, your body will just let it out, put it out, put it out. But through that, you have also to open your senses and see and feel. And what was he talking about? He was talking about as well the colors. The colors, we usually think that colors are just the spectrum of light that is passing through a glass. And we are talking about these 7 colors, the color of the rainbow, but we don't know what we are talking about. We can call it about, yes, arts, yes, design, but what is behind that? Abuelito say that there are cold colors and heat colors. Heat colors coming from the vitality, the blood, and the cold colors that are coming as well from the celestial field. In fact, we are like a mixing of all of these colors. We are the rainbow, he was saying. This rainbow is inside you. Sometimes the emotions will put out the warm colors. Sometimes they put out the cold colors. But we are all the rainbow. We are the crystal. We are really the children of the earth. The children of the earth as all of the abundance and as all of the prosperity that the earth is, the clarity, the wisdom that the earth is holding through all of the years. The earth is time, and therefore you are the holder and the creator of time. And this is exactly what is starting to have through all of these drawings. When I was a kid, when I was a child, I was mostly all of the time connecting through this, through the songs Abuelito was singing, Abuelita was singing. There were singing people. There were not a lot of talkative people. Like now, they were singing, contemplating, singing, contemplating, moving their bodies only when they feel the energy, when they feel the force to move. And therefore, we will all try to copy them. We were looking at them. He moves, he sings, she moves, she sings. Let's do it, let's do it. And Abuelito always say, no, the children will become adults when you are ready, when they are ready. And this is what we can see through all of these drawings. The drawings are talking through the multidimensional being. Multidimensional beings, how can it be possible? We are heart, we are body, we are mind. We are also these emotions and thoughts that are also the vibrations, the electromagnetic fields, are also the gravity fields, are also the molecular fields. Therefore, we are really all of the energy gathering and manifesting thanks to our body and thanks to Warauperi, that is our mother, the earth that is creating the molecules, and therefore we can see, we can touch, we can connect through all of our voices, through all of our colors. This is exactly what is happening here. You, we are all the rainbow. We are the crystal. We just have to remember, we have been lost thinking that we are like this, like ants. Abuelito was saying ants. You are not an ant. You are an eagle. You are a hummingbird. You are a plant. You are the waterfall. Just feel. And then he was just saying, just let yourself be. Don't pretend to be human. You are a living being. Don't pretend to be the rational mind. You are a living being. You are her. She is you. He is you. We are all in the same net. We are all together. Really, what you do in your life is it is impacting the water. What the water does, it is impacting you. What you are telling as well to the beautiful animals that are sharing our space as well, that we call them pets, they are also masters of knowledge. The plants that we have here, they are not decoration, they are masters of knowledge. The thing is that we have forgotten how to listen, how to touch, how to smell, how to swallow, how to see. We are just so used to superficiality, to the figures that are just there, the forms. This form is symbolizing that because someone says so. But where is this, really, this pattern coming through you, through you, through you? Where is the path of each one? Each one, all of us that we are here, all of us, we have exactly the wisdom of the elders. All of us came from the mother water and the mother earth. We have blood, we have our skin, we have our muscles. Our ancestors are in our bones that are just speaking through our voices. And every time that you create a movement, this movement is manifesting through color. Colors that if you can see there, maybe they are, you can say, well, but they are in contrast. They seem that they are in fight. If you put them as well, they are always complementary, or how can you put all of this together? Because we are the reconciliation. We are duality. We are duality. This is what is happening through the earth. The path to all of the evolution is not coming from the mind, is not coming from the structure and the order that we have been following through the system created by humans. We have forgotten the system of the living beings of life. And now is the moment really to put it up and take it and embrace it and embody the planet. We just don't have to be afraid. Maybe it is just a super wide world that now we see, no, I am so small. Well, me, I still have a normal work. Well, I still have, I don't know how to talk like this. I don't know how to reach out for my body. Believe in the life in your blood. Believe in the life in your bones. Believe it is always there and it has always been there. How to connect with plants? Just know I am in your same level. I am not up. I am not down. I am in your same level. Connect to the animals. You can listen their voice. I am in your same level. I am your brother. You are my sister. We are all together. This is exactly the voice of Guarauperi, is the voice of Gaia and Pachamama to reunite the shadows and the lights. They are dancing, as my abuelito say, they are dancing, they are having fun inside you. It
Wow,
is
Miel.
not true that we are fighting. There is no true.
Thank you, Miel. I love your passion. It's amazing. This woman can speak. She channels. She's an amazing. I don't know how she does that. She just channels and channels, and it comes super strong through her with an amazing passion, amazing energy, and with all her youth, of course. I'm sorry. I would love to keep for you transmitting all this message that you have. I know you have so much to give. It's incredible. So, but we are running so late and we have so many brothers and sisters telling us, hello, what to do. So I ask our to flow and whoever has a problem today to come, we'll make sure to make it next time. We apologize for this. And as you see, we are really learning and trying to do our best here. I would love for you to show, if you can, very fast, Somesh, that painting that she has done, Gaia Energia. If not, I have, or she has it there, maybe.
Yes, he is here.
Okay.
We have
has it there, so maybe beautiful.
You're back. Well, here, when I was creating the offering, for me, it was really to create a ritual. For me, it was calling to the north, to the south, to the east, to the west, to release the water to the water, the earth to the earth, dust to the dust, as Abuelito used to say. But afterwards, while talking through our sister Amarita, she told me, well, it would be very nice to know the path, exactly, the process before it disappears, before it returns back. And therefore, when I was thinking about Guarauperi, a lot of paintings came by, a lot. I create like 10 or 15, small, bigger. But this one especially, it was arriving exactly in a moment that I was singing in Purépecha. And she started to come and say, I was first water. I was first your tears. I was first your blood. I was first you, the womb. I was your father, I was your mother. I was the kid that is not born yet. So water, the mother came as a whale, and as a whale, as a dolphin came back afterwards keeping the wisdom, she was saying. Okay, the whale and the dolphin inside. Then it starts to go, yes, but the earth is created exactly by the blood streaming through the water of the oceans. Then the skin came by. When I was creating this, it was exactly what is happening down. And right now, it was the womb. The womb is exactly what we are living. We are passing exactly through this embryon, through these molecular particles to become again the living being and to become again a human being. Then came the earth, then came the fire. And then in the fire, they say, well, the fire, it is a fish. We have it in the top. Here in the top, you have a chameleon as well there. And you have also the tree of life, because of course we are all connected. The fire of the snake as well. The snake that also in Mexico is very, very significant, as well as in Indonesia when I was there, as well as here is in France. It is exactly the power of the snake, of stepping in the earth, passing through the path. And through that it came the flower and the 5 tones of the universe, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, exactly, as well as the 5 colors of the spectrum that are not yet this blue, that are not yet exactly the red itself. Afterwards, all of these butterflies, because it's exactly the cycle, the death and the beginning. Then when I was having all of these elements together, I just started to cry. I just knew that I was passing through a death, that giving me the path to go to the death, to release, to be the skeleton again, the skull again, to see my ancestors, and then coming back, become a child again, and remember exactly all and every seed of light and life that all of my ancestors, women and also men, have developed through it. That it has a lot of squares, the squares of these 3D, 4D, that we are also so afraid. Well, we are also here, human beings. We are also here, living beings. We are also here, flesh and bone. So we just don't have to escape. We just don't have to go. We just have to learn how to digest it, how to talk through it. This is what we are seeing, as well as the stars that have always been connected, the tunnels of connection, that all of the cosmogony that was in the sky is exactly as well in the earth. It is this equilibrium of the alchemy, what all of the ancestors also were talking. That's why we can see also the shell that is movement, movement as the earth, movement as the mother, movement as also the grandmother and the kid, all of these feminine energy surrounded also with a masculine energy, having this togetherness. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miel. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Gracias.
Gracias, hermanita.